I've been railed by 350 people so far this year, and it is the 1st of August, and my goal is to hit 600 by the 31st of December. So I've got 250 people to go, which means I need to be railed by 50 people in the month of August.
Okay, thoughts?
I believe her.
Yeah, you have a similar page.
It's time to get wild.
That was wild. Welcome to That Was Wild. I'm Adam Macias, and this episode is going to be wild. This is the show where I talk to my wildly funny friends about the wild things happening in the world, and we try to have a wild time while doing it, and we reminisce on some wild things that's happening. First, before I say anything, my name is Adam Macias. I go viral on the internet sometimes, especially with these guests. These are some all-time viral moment hit makers for this show. Two funny people from the Sunday Night Salad crew and my friendship. First, we got Clem Darling, ladies and gentlemen, and Alex Crawford. Woo! Fist bumps and fist pumps all day long. How's it going, guys? Thanks for coming on the show.
So happy to be here.
You guys, what's going on, Clem? You're giving me weird energy right now.
This is a big week for Clem and I.
Yeah?
Adam.
Why?
Clem hasn't
Go
said
on.
one word yet.
Yeah, please speak on
We're
our
doing the
behalf.
pod today.
Uh-huh.
This is like a big you and I week, I think.
right,
We're doing
yeah.
the pod today,
Uh-huh.
and then we have a Sunday Night Salad show coming up.
Nice.
But our normal trio, one of the trio won't be able to be doing the show with us.
Oh.
Cameron's not doing the show, so you and I are kind of leading the charge.
Oh.
true.
And so we have we're communicating one-on-one a little bit more this week. We're
That's
kinda,
actually very true. We normally
collabing.
don't communicate one-on-one.
Would you like to change that?
No, I mean,
That's
yeah.
Clem. Alex, just turn off your headphones for a second. We can talk. Hey, is Alex bothering you? No, it's fine. He can't hear it. He can't hear anything. These are reverse Beats headphones. Everything you say with them off, you can't hear. So go ahead.
Yeah, he's
cool. And right into the microphone. He can't hear you if you're talking to the
No, I
microphone.
love Alex. Alex is the best.
Now he's acting.
yeah,
Now
yeah,
he's
that's-
being the
that-
actor.
This is
that
the
we
type
know
of
and love.
acting you can see in his short film.
Yeah. Well, Alex was just in a short film.
He was.
That was shot on film.
That was
That's
cool.
Idiots. Right?
It was shot on real film, which was
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. What's it called?
It's called Wiz Palace.
Wiz Palace.
Yes.
Sounds like my mouth on a weekend.
Oh. Speaking of weird things in your mouth,
Are
I'd like
you
to.
into whiz stuff?
Oh, yeah. No,
Really?
No.
I feel like whiz stuff.
It's cool if you are. That's
No,
cool if you are.
Whiz stuff is okay.
No, I've never done it.
You've never done it?
I've never peed.
Clem's you've never done.
Wait, have you done it?
What? Been peed on or peed on someone else?
Either one. If you have to ask.
My-
to clarify,
Yeah,
it's
you
a
have to
yes, either one.
Yeah. You don't need to clarify, but now we know.
That,
Whenever anyone asks for the specifics, pissing on someone
yeah.
or near me, you're like, okay, that person's done it.
Yeah, you're trying to find the dotted line. And
Yeah.
it's okay, no judgment.
I think it's probably sick.
Yeah, it's probably cool, man.
I mean, if you were into somebody enough,
Would you let him?
Would you let him?
100%.
You,
Yeah.
like,
If
let
they
them-
wanted to, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
I think it's easier to pee on someone than be peed on.
Interesting. I would
Do you
imagine
feel the
that
same
too.
way?
Yeah, I would imagine that. One is
Yeah, I think that's what I guess I think if I had to pick, that's what I'd prefer.
yeah, not me actually.
Really?
Yeah, no, I think I would.
You'd rather
I would let,
be peed on?
Yeah, because I think it's the
Yeah.
noble choice.
The noble choice?
Yeah, I think the other one's more degrading. I think.
I feel like, and I don't know how sort of,
Or if that's what your kink is, I don't think my kink would be degrading
So
somebody.
you think it's more degrading to pee on someone?
I think
than to
there
be
is a
peed on?
dom. Yeah, of course. There's like a dom thing where you were to pee on them, right? That is you're playing and one is the shame element, dirtiness.
Yeah, I'd rather be the peer.
I think I'd rather be the peer, but this whole conversation now, admittedly not having done this, it makes me feel like when you're in 5th grade or something, or
Yeah.
4th grade, and some kid's you probably don't even know how to jack off. Do you remember that when kids used to flex like
totally.
that?
In 5th grade?
Yeah.
Jeez, that's really early.
I just remember in 5th grade, this kid I remember very clearly, and he's so much not like this now. This guy, he's such a
yeah.
really good, normal, very outspoken, progressive politically dude.
Oh,
And
interesting.
it was just really funny. I just remember specifically in 5th grade, he'll be like, do you even know how to jack off? I remember him asking me, and I didn't.
Yeah,
and
of
I remember
course.
being like, what? Like I was like flabbergasted. And now I
Yeah.
feel like we're in 2024.
Yeah, yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
like, oh man, I have
Did
not-
you
You don't even know how to piss on somebody,
Yeah, like,
Alex?
I guess I do. I just pee on them.
So wait, you didn't answer your question. Have you done it before? And no shame if you have.
I remember the reason I think I have such like a feeling about it is because my first girlfriend ever
Did it.
was into being peed on.
Wow, we are starting off hot today. I love it.
And
Cool.
not in like a
Was
always
into.
way.
Yeah.
Just like had a like idea once of like, wouldn't that be cool?
Nice. That's cool. That's
and
awesome.
I remember
Did you
being
like
like, I feel like I had performance anxiety a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
That's crazy. Like,
yeah,
first
yeah.
girlfriend ever,
Right.
and you're like full throttle on the kink.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
That was the vibe.
Remember Josh Hamilton, the baseball player?
No.
He had like crazy addiction issues.
Oh yeah, yeah.
he was
yeah.
like he was like this huge prospect, supposed to be one of the best of all time, and he like fell off because of addiction issues. And I remember hearing his story, and he's like, "Yeah, the night I had my first beer when he was like a rookie, he's like, I also did my first line of cocaine,
Oh.
and then I was just like crazy addiction." And I'm like, he never, he
You
like
went
never
straight
fully.
from it, yeah.
He ended up coming
Yeah.
back and having like a good career, but he fell off super hard when he was young. I'm like, that's like you. You're like, well, I guess
Yeah.
I'm having sex for the first time, and now I'm also pissing on somebody.
Right.
It's like
Yeah.
full
real
throttle.
Slippery. Yeah. Slippery slopes.
Literally.
Yeah, very slippery.
Well, that's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. Do you
Wow.
want to name names? Do you want to say who she is?
No, are you kidding me?
No, of course.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
one
let's
of those,
dox her on the
it's
show.
like, if you know sort of situation.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
totally.
Yeah.
Actually, that reminds me. I'm watching the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, the reality TV show, and it's very scandalous because there's like full on orgies that started the whole thing with Mormon wives. It's actually pretty crazy on TikTok. Go look it up. It's insane. But what's funny is that there's like a lot of like people like outing. Like there's a lot of like, if you know, you know, like, hey, my ex-girlfriend used to like do this. And it's like, I grew up in a Mormon community, and the idea just even saying my ex-girlfriend did this, everybody in that fucking community knows who you're talking about.
Oh,
And it like
gosh.
blows
Oh.
them up, right? You know what I'm saying? Like the second you're just like my ex-girlfriend, you're like, well, I know Stacy. Yeah, of course.
I've lived in enough. It's nice now. You're making me realize that when you don't. I've lived
Yeah,
in enough
you've had it.
states that like there is no.
You
connective
changed.
Yeah, we
dots.
can't
Yeah, like
trace that back anywhere.
Yeah, there's no small enough community where you'd be.
When
like
you
that.
say you
That's-
grew up in a Mormon community,
Yeah.
were you like raised Mormon?
No,
Or you
no.
just happened to like live in
I
a
moved
community
to- yeah,
that was super Mormon?
I moved into an area of Northern California called Granite Bay, and there's just a shit ton of Mormons out that
okay.
way, like a bunch. Like they went through the Mormon Pass and landed there, and there are a bunch of Mormons there. A lot of Christians too, but like a lot of Mormons. And I grew up. I pretty much that's who all my peers were and stuff. So I got to see inside of their community and stuff. If you want to ask me any questions, go ahead. They wear secret underwear.
Yeah,
And they don't drink caffeine. That's all you got really need to know.
really need to know about
Yeah.
Mormons.
Well, Clem, I do appreciate your vulnerability.
Yeah,
this
thanks so
early
much
on
for
the
sharing, dude.
podcast.
We started off
Anytime.
so hot. I said,
Yeah, yeah.
hey, you don't need to worry about with a wild story today. Hey, by the way, first time I had sex, I got to pee on the lady. Amazing stuff. Clem, it was a banger of a time last time coming on the show.
Oh yeah, that was
We
awesome.
we talked about how you traveled very far to go on a
Oh,
date.
God, yeah.
We had a viral moment, I believe. Oh, you being on the set of Kenobi.
Oh, totally.
That was a
yeah.
fun thing that
That was
happened.
great. Yeah, yeah.
How's it been having such success thanks to my podcast?
I feel like
Sounds like you're searching for some sort of gratitude.
yeah,
statement.
no, I'm very
It feels
thankful.
like it should
no,
be
yeah,
very
yeah, it should be
okay.
yeah, it
should be very
it's
top of
like-
mind.
Yeah.
Thank
it's
you,
sort of
Adam.
like hard for me to thank you enough is what's going on right now.
Because it's literally
it's
not
like-
affected your life at all. yeah. I know what that's like. Yeah, having success from an Instagram reels and literally nothing happens. Yeah, I know what you mean.
You're like, this is the one. This is the one that's going to open doors.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you're like, nope.
Yeah. Oh no. Nobody wants to sign me. Great, Alex, crushing it. This hasn't come out yet, the podcast, but we got to talk to our.
I'm excited
Liz.
about that.
Yes.
I'm excited to hear how that goes.
And how has your life changed for you, even though it hasn't been released yet as of this recording?
Yeah, it was cool because we had that viral clip where we talked about the woman that has sex with the man as soon as he gets out of prison.
Yes.
Then you were able. Well, then she commented on the video.
Yeah.
So you DM'd her.
Yes.
She came on, and like we were just talking about before the pod, I'm like, well, the viral thing, the TikTok she made, like this woman's doing a bit,
Yeah.
and you'll hear it. You can go back by the time this pod comes out, that
Yeah.
one will be out. And
100.
she is 100% authentic.
Yes.
Like just keeping it so real. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
basically just like, yeah, no, that prison dick hits different. And we're like, oh, okay, so you're not doing a bit. And then she proceeded to like show us the different wigs that she puts on.
That
to
was
go
fucking
like pick up
crazy.
men at different. She like has different personas. She'll be like, sometimes I'm Stacy in the blonde wig, and
Yes.
sometimes I'm like so and so in the red wig. And we're like, oh, and she like, turned the camera around and showed us these wigs. I'm like, oh, so you're just, I don't want to say crazy, but you're just like cut from a different cloth.
She is cut from a different cloth. And we were talking about having lived in LA, being part of the industry, and like going outside of LA and meeting real people like that. And what's your philosophy of meeting strangers like that you were telling us about with Brad Pitt?
Yeah, because I used to live in Austin, Texas.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like there are lots of really authentic people who are just like not aware of how quirky they are.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know, like, because there are people in LA, if you're quirky enough, it crosses your mind. Like, I could
you know that
commodify
because
this.
an acting teacher told you, hey, you're quirky, that's the role you should play.
Or even if I'm just an innocent, like, UPS driver who
Yeah.
someone's like, hey, you know what? You should be a comedian, man. You're so funny.
Yeah.
And then it dawns on them, you're like, you know what? I could do that.
I'm moving
you know,
to
like,
LA.
Yeah. And then it's like, when you live somewhere like, you know, Texas or some place where there's less of these entertainment opportunities,
Yes.
you're just like you like are just obsessed with VHS tapes. Like you are.
Right, yeah,
Like,
that's your whole life and
There's
passion.
no like world where you're like, oh, I'm gonna, you maybe you'll move to LA and then become more aware of like who you are.
Yeah.
But like when you're so stuck in those, when you're just like, no, prison dick hits different.
Yeah.
I wear different wigs
Yeah.
to be different people. And there's no like,
And then Brad Pitt's gonna hear that story and play them. They're
that's
gonna
what I was saying.
uglify themselves.
When I lived in Texas, I would genuinely be like upset at my LA friends
Yes.
because they didn't understand that there was like a real version of a cool, interesting, quirky person. That
Yeah.
it's not just like Brad Pitt
yes.
being like uglified to
Yeah.
play this weird person that I met.
Yes.
And
Totally,
it just
dude.
like seems like a copy of a copy. Whereas you meet these like interesting people who are just being themselves. It's like every line they say is like a gold written line.
Yes.
As opposed to it being this like, I'm wearing the wig. I feel like weird, man.
Yeah.
I feel like I totally would be this guy.
There's like
Yeah.
a
Like,
lot
you're not
less
this guy.
people doing bits elsewhere. And then LA, even if you are like the innocent UPS driver or whatever,
Yeah.
like you're just not removed enough from the industry to not think about.
Yeah.
Like if you're the innocent UPS driver, you still know someone who's like doing stand up at the comedy
Yeah,
store.
right,
Like
right.
you're still like so close to it. And you're like,
Yes.
I guess I should probably get a commercial agent.
Yeah, if you're a UPS driver, you probably do go to open mics as well.
Yes.
Like everybody here in LA wanted to be an actor, from the most powerful agent to an actor there, or like the person at the at the coffee shop or whatever. Like everybody wanted to be famous here. They just found themselves doing it somewhere else.
No, for sure.
Which,
Yeah.
if you do find someone in LA who is that like truly authentic, unaware person, it is
Yeah.
so rare. And I find those people, I want to just like put them in a little jar, and
Come
keep
and-
them. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
don't get exposed to like.
it's like that seated Billy Madison where
Yes,
he
yes.
grabs the chubby
Cherish
he's
it,
like,
yeah.
No,
"Cherish
it's-
this moment.
I
Yeah.
know, like,
You're like,
you
yeah.
do meet. I'm not saying those people don't exist in LA. It's just like so hard to find them.
Yeah.
That when
Yeah.
you do, you're like, oh my god, you're just. Yeah, I have a friend in Oregon named Keenan who's a farmer, and he's just crazy. And now, after having lived in LA, when I go up there and I see him, I'm just like, oh my god, I need to be writing all this down. Like, this is so good. These are
Yes.
great bits.
Yeah.
But to him, he's like, I don't have Instagram.
Hey.
I barely text.
Yeah.
I run my family's farm. We grow
Yeah.
fucking good tomatoes.
Yeah.
No.
And I'm kind
Yeah.
of an alcoholic, and I'm a diehard Oregon State fan, and that's my fucking life.
Yes, I love that. I fucking love that.
And it's like
so
weirdly
much.
refreshing, even though I'm seeing him get like blacked out, and he's like, fucking go Beavers.
And
I'm
that's
like, okay,
that
okay,
is the
okay.
whole point of this show, is to find the wild behaviors and the wild people in the world, and to make it say that was wild. So with that, let's get to the wild things happening in the world. All right, welcome to the wild world news of the world. I like to start this segment with some things that make me afraid to go outside. Okay, so there's this story happening right now. Let me know how you guys would react to this. An influencer filmed himself in a bear den right. If I can read this fucking thing.
Dude, the pop-ups on this page are crazy.
Dude, news sites are insane.
It's so crazy.
This is, dude, I will pay so much money for a normal news site. It's crazy. Influencer films herself in a bear den as beast arrives home. Here's the video real quick. I want to show it to you guys. So we are just see a man deep inside the woods.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
And then a pair to outside of the hole is a full bear. And Clem, how you feeling?
I genuinely feel bad for the bear.
That's how I
was this bear's innocently going home.
Yes.
And there's you look at the bear's face, and the bear's like how we look at influencers. It's like,
yes.
Come on, really?
Yeah.
Am I dead?
Well, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, seriously.
And what was the content? The influencer's like, he lived, so he's psyched. He's like, I got the best content I could have gotten. But like, what was his bit? Like, you're never gonna believe what a bear den is like. It's so dumb. It's so dumb.
So the bear realized the guy had in the camera and knew that the footage could be used in court as proof. That's hilarious. As aggravated assault. I mean, like it's bearing and breaking and entering. Bearing.
I see what you're doing.
Yeah. So let's watch.
This just bear raking and
bear raking and entering. Yeah.
I saw a produce semi truck today that said "living on a pear" in huge letters, and like the Bon Jovi.
Yeah. Living on a pear.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I like that.
Living on a pear.
Okay.
I would be fucking so pissed if I was this bear, and the fact I legitimately got scared though for the guy because it's like. This is something you just are known not to do. So let's see what happens. Oh, fuck me, dude. No.
I mean, that's crazy.
Woo! Woo! What? This guy's dead. How is he still filming? Dude, no. Hell no.
Oh, look at his feet.
Here, eat my feet, dude.
The no socks with the sneakers in the bear den.
Fucking millennial with his ankle socks. Yo, what? In his face! Oh my God. And he's got this Instagram face that makes me think like, is this fake? Right?
Yeah,
is this like a fake thing that like there's a bear tamer outside or some shit?
Or I thought you meant he looks like he's AI.
Like he's an AI generated image.
I mean,
he's not even real.
I think maybe just because there's no intelligence happening here.
Just artificial.
Yeah, this is art. This does seem artificial. Like, how is he mugging for the camera? This is fake.
God.
This is fucking fake. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God.
Look at his tiny pink shorts.
Oh
matching
my
his Nike
God,
shirt.
dude.
This
Fucking
guy.
crazy.
So if that, how would you fake that? You'd have a bear trainer.
Yeah, like a bear. You dig you go to like a foresty part of your fucking estate probably, and then you dig a hole, and then you get a bear trainer to come in, and like then you put like honey or some shit like that in your house or something in there, and get him to come in and shit.
So it's a real bear, but it's staged. Is what we're saying.
Yeah, real bear, but then like he's tranked essentially, and trained, and probably there's a fucking guy with a goddamn like electric prod just to hit him in case something weird happens.
It does kind of remind, like, if I was just an alien watching this, I feel like I would think, like when you see a snake eating a rat,
yes,
and you see the little mouse.
Yeah,
who's like, oh, I'm about to be, and then it gets eaten.
Yeah,
like I think like, oh, this is just what we feed bears.
Just people like
little influencers.
Honestly, that's a great idea.
Yeah, like
I fucking love that.
If I were an alien, I'd be like, oh, they feed them these little like tiny short wearing like influencers who are all like scared.
So we're in an alien pet shop right now, and you're the part of the owner of the pet shop, and I'm trying to buy some food for my earth bear. Okay, so okay. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. I'm procuring some bear food for my earth bear. Do you have any? What do you have in shop today? Do you? I know he's a
earth bear. I mean, don't you usually? There's fish. You could feed it fish.
Yes.
Yeah. Like,
well, I saw this one video where he ate a German boy named Svad, and I have heard that That's very good for them to eat. So, do you have it? Do you have anything in the? Do you have maybe some sort of tiny boy with
I don't
little
know.
shorts?
I don't.
What
think,
about this guy? Is he?
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's taking pictures of himself.
I have a selfie stick.
He's like in an aquarium in the back.
I'm in an aquarium swimming with the sharks. I'm like, ooh.
Is it? How much? This guy looks. I'm sure my bear would
This is
find him delicious.
my son Hans.
Oh, really?
Oh no! Don't feed me to the bear.
Hans. So how much for Hans? Is he
No,
for sale?
Hans is my assistant at my pet shop.
I will
He's,
give you 30,000 corns. Which is
You put me in the bed, and I don't know what happens next.
Okay. Your son is giving real big fuckboy energy right now.
Oh no!
I think his ball sack just dropped out of his shorts a little bit when he bent over.
They're so short.
Be a man, Hans. Once in your life, be a man.
You want me to feed the bear?
Why is he licking cream off of his finger? It's very strange. What's going on? Are you fucking your son? What the hell?
You're too good at this character.
Oh, where's the bear? Where's the bear?
Oh my god! So we cut to the bear and Hans in the den.
I thought it was a different kind of bear.
I see.
Okay.
Okay. Wow. That was. Thank you for whoring out your son to the bear. I think that's what happened.
Yeah, maybe we can,
Microphone, bro. What are you doing?
Oh, you're good at Hans.
maybe we can run with this as a character.
Yeah,
there you
no,
go.
you should do.
The little influencer who like wants to be tortured. He's like, oh no, I wore a blood outfit to Crip territory.
He's like
But
looking
somehow
to me.
he never quite
Great.
dies.
I love
Yeah,
that.
the little
That's really
boy
good.
who's like, and instead, he's just like not.
He's just
into
trying
it.
to be
Yeah.
sexy the whole time.
I always feel like whenever we come up with things, I end up playing the little boy.
It's
I
true,
always am
yeah,
playing the little boy. We have a sketch thing we're doing at our next Sunday Night Salad where I'm playing like a back to school teen
Well, yeah.
and I'm like trying to decide between some things. And
It's
Clem's going to be the
little Hans.
angel on my shoulder.
He's
then
like,
there's
oh
the-
no, I
Maybe
forgot
you
to
should
bring
do
my
Hans.
bulletproof vest to this school. Oh no.
Oh no, I'm at a school in Florida. Shit, this is dark.
I
That's
think your
dark.
little boy should be Hans at the show.
I was bullying the incel. What happens next? It's like the
I love this.
the darkest
That's
like
great.
influencer video. I bullied this incel for 3 years and gave him a gun. What happens next?
That's what. That's what.
That's
New
where
York, New York Times will be like writing up about you.
It's where
for
we're
sure.
trending as a society.
Truly. Well, speaking of society and people who tend to get shot, Donald Trump has tweeted out something that said, "I hate Taylor Swift." On this, and I'm wearing my shirt in solidarity with.
I think the Trump campagn sells that shirt.
Yeah,
right?
actually,
That's-
I got this off MAGA World.
The
In the
Taylor
back, it
Swift.
says "Make America racist again." That's what it says. Yeah, Taylor Swift is the Antichrist. What do you guys mentioned this? What do you guys feel about Clem? What do you feel about Trump tweeting this out that he said he hates Taylor Swift?
I think he's being honest, right?
Okay, so he's an honest politician. This is what you're saying.
No,
Donald
I'm just
Trump is an
saying,
honest
I don't
politician.
doubt
Spinning
he hates
this.
Taylor Swift right now.
Yeah.
And
You're like, I like his honesty.
yeah. No, I'm not a
Look at
Trump.
honest guy.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I just woke up from a coma. This guy seems honest.
Yeah.
He just keeps it real.
I learned in therapy, it's important to say how you feel.
So you're saying Donald Trump goes to therapy now? That's what you're saying.
It's from this
This
statement.
is some hot takes, bro. This is some
We're
hot
spinning
takes.
anything you say until like
me being a huge Trump supporter.
Well, you know what's funny is like all of these things you're saying is probably what is rationalizing any Trump supporter to being like, I don't know, he's honest, dude. Like,
Yeah, I guess.
like
yeah,
say what you
but
will
yeah.
about Kamala, but
no, dude, that's what I mean. I feel like that whole thing
Yes.
is like been an excuse for fascism, probably.
yes,
Like forever.
uh-huh.
Like, yeah, I've heard that from MAGA people all the time. They're like, hey,
Yeah.
at least he's not lying.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
Well, I think he's also lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes lies, are there to protect people from like getting hurt and stuff like that,
It's like, say what you want about Lee Harvey Oswald, but that guy, he spoke his mind, all right? You're like, oh, well,
Yeah. The guy who tried to assassinate Ronald Reagan, he said he loved
Jodie Foster.
Jodie Foster. Thank
He's
you for
actually
filming.
like touring now.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
he keeps his shows like keep getting canceled. Did you? Because he's
I have no
out
idea
of
what you're talking
He's out of jail.
he's out of jail / mental hospital.
Yeah.
What's his name? David
David Hinckley.
David
Hinckley. Yes.
David Hinckley. And
Yes.
So the guy who tried to shoot Ronald Reagan
Yes.
is
and
out of
did
jail.
shoot him.
He shot him,
but
but
didn't
he
kill him.
lived.
Yeah.
Okay.
He recently got out of prison / mental
That he
ward.
lived?
Reagan lived.
No, fucking the guy who's tried to shoot.
Yeah.
They
tackled him. Yeah.
crazy
Because they went up
Nowadays
straight to him. Yeah.
Nowadays they kill him.
Trump, the kid who tried to kill Trump, Pornhub little boy, they were just like,
Yeah.
Pornhub little
Wait,
boy?
what's that?
I think that was the last thing he looked at
Oh,
before
really?
he went out and
out.
Wild.
and
Shout out. Alex, what would be the last thing you look at on your phone, you Google before knowing that maybe you're going to die?
I'd probably like DM my ex-girlfriend.
What? Why? What would you DM your
Just be like,
ex-girlfriend?
look what you made me do.
No!
I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
Playing
kidding.
the victim a bit much till the very end.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
yeah, the point
That's great.
being,
Yeah.
What's the point?
the point circling back, yeah, if you try to shoot a president nowadays, I guess
You
the
just
guy
can't shoot a president these days. You know what I'm saying?
And live to have a band afterward.
Yeah, so he's trying to go on tour.
Yeah.
And he keeps
touring as a musician.
Yeah,
Clem. He's not touring
Oh,
as a
wait,
musician.
Oh, what's he touring?
He's
He's a poet.
He's just a guy speaking.
No,
I thought he
he's
was
a
just
poet.
suddenly
You know, like he gets out of bed, he
He's
gets out of
just
jail,
like-
and he's like, listen.
Yeah.
I've been practicing guitar this whole time.
Or, yeah, he's
I
just
think
like,
he's
ooh,
touring as a
ah, ah.
poet, to be honest. I think he's touring.
Let
I
the
think,
bodies hit the floor.
I don't think he's just speaking. I think there is some art involved. Like, I don't think it's a type
Oh.
5. I don't think he's like trying to get on. We should book him. We should book him.
Yeah, for Sunday Nights Out, that'd be
Dude.
awesome.
Some guy who tried to kill Reagan. I'm not trying to.
So he keeps
Like-
booking shows, and then
He's
like
hot right now.
right around the time, like the week of the show or
Yeah.
something, the venue finds out who he is, and then they cancel the show.
Yeah,
So he
exactly.
he keeps like I went on
So
his
he's
Instagram.
like self-booking. Got to appreciate the hustle.
Yeah, he's hustling, and then
Yeah.
these venues keep being like, "Oh wait, whoa, we didn't know you were that guy."
Yeah. I thought you were a different David Hinkey.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to this story real quick. Former President Donald Trump took his bitterness over mega pop star Taylor Swift's endorsement of Vice President Kamala Harris to his social media network, declaring it in all caps tweet on Truth Social on Sunday, "I hate Taylor Swift." Could you imagine another presidential candidate tweeting out something like this, like in the 80s? Speaking of Ronald Reagan, like Ronald Reagan saying like, "I hate Blondie," you know, like at a speech.
No, it's just like so dystopian.
Yes.
And also like Vice or former President Donald Trump took to Truth Social
I
on.
know.
There's all this. It's all just like so. Then I get in the car this morning. I turn on NPR. Make fun of me if you want. That's often how I get my news.
You brought your tote bag.
Someone called me like a soft lib the other day because I told them I was listening to NPR.
Soft lib.
And
That's even worse than just being a lib.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that one yet.
yeah, they're like, that's a soft. That's pretty soft. I was like, well, it's a good way to get the news.
Yeah, NPR is great.
And I turn on NPR and it's like, yeah, former President Donald Trump shot at his golf course by a man who was like trying to go fight for Ukraine. I guess he's like trying to fight for Ukraine.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
And
he
it's like,
wanted-
I'm like, what is? And then like Trump's like, I hate Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
And then it's
And
all
then
just so much.
TikTok's getting banned, and then what else is happening in the news? Ukraine's preparing. Russia's preparing for a forever war in Ukraine. Like and then meanwhile, Trump is tweeting about Taylor Swift. Like,
Well,
what the fuck is happening?
Trump just I think what he really wants to be is a stand-up comedian.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No,
like, so,
100%.
everything he does,
Yeah.
falls into
the late great Hannibal Lecter.
yeah, like
He's an amazing guy. Have you heard about this guy? He's an amazing guy.
because it's really
and I think he's a real person.
That's what he was saying. I know he kept referencing
Wait, did he say that?
Hannibal Lecter.
Oh, what?
I
You haven't
don't
heard
know.
about this shit?
No.
Yeah, he said in all of his speeches, he always brings up Hannibal Lecter. He's like, I'm quoting, like, the late great Hannibal Lecter. He's an amazing guy. This guy, they took him out of the insane asylum. And he like talks about him being in an insane asylum. And the reason they kind of put this together is that he talks about Hannibal Lecter and migrants seeking asylum
Oh my God.
because he thinks they're seeking insane asylums. He doesn't understand the difference between seeking asylum and migrants
Yes.
going to an insane asylum.
Yes. Okay.
So that's why he has always
Wow.
said, these Mexicans, they're crazy. They're trying to they're let out of insane asylums. And so he thinks that seeking asylum means that they're seeking to come to our asylums.
It's like talking to like a 10-year-old.
It's truly crazy. And then
It's-
that's why he
yeah.
always brings up Hannibal Lecter.
It's like, yeah, a 10-year-old who wants to be a stand-up comic.
Yeah.
Because it's not a bad opening line in a stand-up thing to be like, I hate Taylor Swift.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
yeah.
Like if like I
It's
went out,
like
yeah.
UCB 101
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
is like, I love.
Yeah.
I hate Taylor Swift. All right, give me your hot take. What
And
do you
like,
love?
he's not, he just wants to do that. And that's all he wants to do. And I don't think he really wants to be president. I think he just like wants to
wants
get a platform to like have attention.
I mean, he just
and money.
Yeah.
And then therefore money.
You can
And
definitely
also,
talk about
yeah,
it. He
I
loves
also-
how to talk because he talks for like an hour and a half at every fucking thing.
Hey, say what you want about this guy.
Yeah.
But his bits are pretty dialed in. Like he's been doing the same bit.
Yeah, for
he has
sure.
not deviated.
It's true.
From this character.
I think he like really hates women who like don't like who actively don't want to fuck him.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
if she's like on the list of somebody
Well,
who's like,
you know, he might be having an affair right now, right?
with that woman,
Laura Loomer.
Yeah, I thought that. Is that true?
It's like
'Cause
spiraling in
she
the
kind of
news
looks
right
like
now.
Melania.
That's
and
so,
has like kind of a
and you
Melania
haven't
vibe.
been following this story at all because that's what everybody is saying.
No, for sure. I've seen pictures of her and I've heard about her,
I'm
but
actually
like
out on this
my
one.
first like gut feeling was like, ooh, I bet he's like got a crush on her because she looks like Melania a little bit.
That's crazy because first off, I don't think she looks anything like Melania. This woman is a nightmare of plastic surgery. Shout out to anybody if you need plastic surgery, but this woman, like, she's 31. She went a little hard, to be honest.
And she has like really far right crazy. views on
She's
things,
straight up
right?
racist, man.
Yeah, it's just crazy out there. It's just so crazy.
She's a free spirit.
This is actually, we can show this video because like this video screamed to me like, oh yeah, they're definitely fucking. I watched this
I
live.
want to see the chemistry at hand.
Well, so watch this of how he responds to the question, and tell me this is not a man who is denying a cheating on his wife, having an affair. Tell me that's not what this is.
It's great to have you, and you've been really very special. You work hard, and you are a very opinionated lady. I have to tell you that, and in my opinion, I like that. And I appreciate all of your support, and you've been terrific, and everybody appreciates you. So
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Love.
Thank you so much for inviting me to sit with you today. Pleasure.
And she's been traveling with him, and that's been the thing. Like she's been spending the night. Okay, here it is. Here's the shit.
What would you say to your Republican colleagues or your allies who are concerned about your close relationship with Laura Loomer?
Well, I don't know what they would say. Laura's been a supporter of mine, just like a lot of people are supporters, and she's been a supporter of mine. She speaks very positively of the campaign. I'm not sure why you asked that question, but Laura is a supporter.
That's the part I was like, I'm not really sure why you would ask that. Like,
Yeah.
hey, are you accusing me of something? Because that would be very serious if you're accused.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I was like, when I heard that, I was like, you want to fuck her, right? Or if you're not fucking, you want to fuck her.
No,
right?
that's actually a big tell.
Yeah.
Like that's a big tell where you're like, where instead of just
Why
being
are you even
like,
bringing this up?
Yeah,
Yeah,
why
yeah.
would you talk about that?
It's
You know,
like honestly,
yeah.
like high school of
Yeah.
like, what do you mean? Like, what? I don't even understand what you're saying right now, Jennifer. I just hang out with him all the time.
Yeah,
we're not trying to we're just friends.
No,
you know?
it's like that.
She's
Oh my
just
god,
a supporter.
yeah,
you know?
Yeah, I
no,
feel like
that's yeah. big
Whenever
tell.
I was in in previous relationships, if I was like in trouble and my girlfriend wanted to like have a talk, I'd be like, dude, I don't even why do we even need to talk about this? You know what? And I'm like, but that's clearly because I know we need to talk about
yeah,
this.
yeah. You're
'Cause
like,
that was naughty.
why are we talking about? That's what she's doing right now.
Yeah.
Like what? I don't understand. She's just a supporter. You know.
Yeah.
We were just in the hot tub supporting each other. You know. It's crazy. Truly nuts. But she's nuts because she's like incredibly racist. She did the cat. Eating the dogs, eating the cat Springfield meme. You guys know what's happening there. That ended up being completely fake.
Yeah.
But she's the one that sprouted all that shit.
I get a lot of my news. There's a guy from my high school who never left my hometown, and my hometown's like super magnified.
Oh yeah.
Newport Beach, California.
Oh yeah.
When Donald Trump came there in 2020, people were lining the streets like it was the Pope and cheering for him.
100%. Yeah.
And I have a guy from my high school who never left the hometown, grew up with money, never went to college, I think he like either works for his dad or like kind of doesn't work and just lives at home. And he tweets like 30 times a day, every day.
Okay.
And we have like a group chat where we just share his tweets. And he's always just like, welcome to America 2024, where Haitians can eat dogs and cats, I guess.
my God.
And it's like, and so then I'm like, oh, that's a thing. So then I Googled the thing.
Yeah.
So I just,
Yeah.
whatever he tweets, that's how I find out all these. He is like hook, line, and sinker, like whatever the MAGA talking points are.
Right.
He's coming at it like within the hour.
As if it's true and like,
yeah. And it's amazing. And he has like 100 followers.
They're all just, oh, really?
Yeah. So it's not like he's tweeting.
thinks
He's just tweeting to himself and me
so
and my
crazy.
friends who like share them.
And you're getting the news from it. So it's valuable to at least you.
We actually made a bingo game of it, of like all the like different topics that he tweets. And then week to week, we all put in a little bit of money.
Yeah.
And then we generate the bingo
You really
cards.
do this?
Yes, we do
That's
this.
crazy.
And then whenever he tweets, someone's like checking and they're like, oh, because he loves football.
Mhm.
And he'll be like, he'll always tweet about like, oh, this dude knows ball. And it's always like, so, and he always wants to, so if like, it's
Dude
like,
knows how to ball.
it's like, okay, cool. We got nose ball. We got a MAGA conspiracy. We got like something like God bless the USA.
That's
We got
amazing.
something about like a girl with huge cans. Like it'll be like,
This guy sounds dope, dude. Let's get him on the show.
so we do a bingo game, like a running bingo game every
That's-
week with different tweet topics.
What do you think he would do if he found out you were doing this?
He'd probably be like, Croft, fucking crazy, man. He's just like, he would,
you this dude knows ball, bro.
yeah, he would like spin it into it being good for him.
Yeah, of
He's
course.
just that.
Like the MAGA people.
Yes,
They all do. They all spin
exactly.
it as like a positive.
How-
You're like,
okay,
that
so-
was not a compliment.
Speaking of that, now that you know that, not a compliment. Okay, so now that let's say you guys are Trump supporters. don't act so hard. You know what I'm
Adam,
saying?
I'm not a Trump supporter.
Let's say you guys are though in this scenario. What would you do if you found out that your Donald Trump was dating / having an affair with an anti-Semitic racist and sleeping with them? What would you do? How would you try to spin this as like something good?
She's got a great ass.
Al
That's Al Pacino and
Al Pacino.
Yeah, Al Pacino.
That
Whoa.
literally was.
I did not. Al
Yeah.
Pacino was a MAGA head. That's crazy.
She's got a great ass.
She's got a great ass.
That's a great scene. I just
is that Heat or is that
That's Heat.
Scent of a Woman?
That's Heat. 1 week ago, I saw it in theaters
yeah,
at the
that's what
Vista.
you're talking
Yeah,
about. Nice.
I saw it.
All right. Well, how would you? What celebrity? You want to see my little friend? Yeah. Okay.
I'd be
no,
like,
no.
listen, it actually humanizes him.
Oh.
He's, it actually humanizes Trump.
Okay.
To,
Yeah.
We all make mistakes.
Yes. And okay.
I think I would go down because if I'm a MAGA person, I have done so much mental gymnastics and emotional
100%.
gymnastics.
This is so
constantly.
easy for them.
I'm just like, oh no, I don't know how. I don't know how.
Why, yeah.
But
totally.
I know I will find a way
That-
to get there.
100%. It's just like like water. Water will find the cracks.
Yes.
Or yeah,
in the
no, yeah.
logic.
'Cause
Be
a
water.
lot of
Yeah.
it is like finding like it in your, for example, it'd be like Trump, like I made a mistake when I was young dating someone who was like into the KKK.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I
like
out
that boy,
myself as having done something
like,
horrible.
and it's like, and so he proves that you can still be a billionaire
Yeah. And
and
still,
still
make
have made mistakes.
And then be
like
the next president of 2024.
Yeah, and then I'm just like, I hate this person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
totally.
because it's like an impenetrable argument to be like anecdotally into like, because he's flawed, I'm flawed, we're all flawed. It's better than being a liar and like Kamala.
Yeah,
like it's just like
It always just comes back to like,
Yeah.
at least he's keeping it real.
Yeah.
or even worse, like at least I don't steal children's blood and put them in my
Which is
vein.
insane.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
Hey,
like,
I'm
so,
just, he's keeping it real. This person is doing something insanely not real
Yeah.
and fake.
Yeah, this person's part of the Hollywood pedo ring. So,
Yeah.
Speaking of that, Clem and I.
Oh, this is an
Yeah.
interesting start of a
I
story.
just want to put this on pod since we're putting things on the record.
Yeah.
We met on set being extras, doing background.
Oh.
Yeah.
And during the course, we did a lot of background together on Winning Time,
Yeah,
and we
yeah,
did a
yeah.
lot of background on the new Joker movie that's coming out, which we should
Totally.
see that together.
Yeah, we should.
Because we spent several days on set. But both times we met, as one does doing background acting, the strangest people
Oh, yeah.
that were
Yeah.
telling us either things about like vaccine injecting microchips or like when we were on set for the Joker. That just reminded me because when we were on set for the Joker, someone doing background, who I think you'll know who I'm talking about, was like Lady Gaga's in the new Joker.
Right,
She'd
yeah,
like
yeah.
walk off set, and then this
There's-
guy would
there's
turn to me and be
Harley.
like, she's probably going to get an adrenochrome injection.
No way.
And I'd be
Oh,
like,
no.
oh, yeah. And he'd be like, no, for real, yeah. And then some other guy'd be like, no, my friend, he goes to the Hollywood pedo sex parties. And
No
he knows.
way.
And I'm like, okay.
My friend does
yeah,
this?
Yeah, I was like, this is your friend?
Your friend?
She's like, nah, yeah, he's been at, you remember these people, Clem?
I think I've repressed all these memories.
It's funny,
You-
actually.
yeah, I think like you are good at talking to people.
Wait.
But then I walk home and I'm
Wait.
like,
Yeah.
Did you hook me up with that gig over 2020?
Were you
where I
working at
posted
Harvey?
a video.
You got all upset
Yeah,
afterward, and I felt
that's right.
bad. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, it wasn't like it was a very similar situation in that like it was a 2020 gig. I was doing sound. I wore the masks and all that stuff, right? And it was this fucking. We went to Brentwood and just shot it in some like fucking elite's house, right? And the guys running it were the most insane MAGA. Like it was like I was the only like non QAnon conspiracy vaccine China virus like person there, and I wanted to leave so bad. It was insane. I was like, we are in the heart of Hollywood right now. How the fuck is this happening?
It's wild when you get into that vortex and you're surrounded by those people and you're like,
Yeah.
Or you hear two people talking and
Yeah,
they're like,
yeah.
I was working at the USC football game 2 Saturdays ago, and two of the journalists that were like, but they were kind of like MAGA-ish, like football kind of dudes.
Right, yeah.
And I overheard them talking. The one guy's like, they're getting rid of cash currency, bro. It's all going digital. Why do you think they're doing that? And then the other guy's like, all these fires, you think they're starting organically? He's like, that's PG&E starting them so they can turn our power off. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
go down
bonkers.
these rabbit holes.
and I just like heard them like yes-anding these conspiracies.
I love conspiracy, yes,
And I was like,
yeah,
oh,
that's so
No,
wow.
people go like, because when I was in Texas, I remember I was at a friend's house and he's just this dad with like 2 kids, and his kids, he invited me to his ranch for the first time.
Yeah.
I'd only just known him through like friends. And then his kid was crawling on the ground and there were guns all over the ground. And I was like,
on the
"Ooh."
wait,
on
what
the ground.
fuck are you talking
No,
about?
for sure. And so when I drove there, I was driving, there was like a cow and it was just like a nice ranch, but like far out, sort of like way past Austin, like 30 miles outside. And
That's
so I was,
insane.
and I was like, this is crazy. This is interesting. I was like, but this is a cool house. But I was like, there are guns everywhere and your kid. But I'm like, I'm like in Texas, I'm the weird one. If
Yeah,
I'm like
100%,
if I'm being
yeah.
a pussy in that situation.
Yeah,
But then
totally.
it gets odd because I'm like, that's a cool bridge out there. And he like looks at me, he's like, yeah, it's you see the base of it's like, covered in dynamite. And I went like, why? And he went, once the apocalypse starts, I just am gonna explode it and I'll be out here on my own little island.
What
and I
the
was like,
fuck?
no, then I said, what do you mean, what apocalypse? And he said, the zombie apocalypse.
That's
And I was like,
oh,
and I was
boy.
like, what do you mean? He was like, I've been watching all these, geographic TV shows about how like it's possible. And I was just like, people who, when left to their own devices, like think
Yeah.
the craziest shit. You know what I mean? Like, and he had his
It's
ranch.
true,
his
man.
Parents gave him that ranch.
Yeah.
Like and he's like, what do I do with my bridge? I fill it with dynamite because zombies are real.
Dude,
And you're
that's
like- and you're
so
just like,
bonkers, but
okay.
like also very practical though.
Yeah.
Like you probably should, just in case. Like you never know. Like we all saw Last of Us. Like mushrooms could take over our brains at any time. Like it's just a matter of time till they figure it out how to do it. I've been really into this shit actually. To be
Adam's
honest with
adding
you,
himself.
to be
He's like,
honest with you,
No, you're like, what's this guy's address?
like to be
You're
honest,
like,
like,
oh,
I need to,
yeah.
I have always in the back of my head been like, what's gonna go down? Natural disasters from, the world, just like nuclear event, California's big earthquake that's supposed to happen.
Everyone's been talking about that.
yeah,
There's been a couple earthquakes lately.
lot,
Yeah.
it could
Everyone's
be a
like,
preamble.
big one's coming, huh?
Big one's coming, right?
Trader
And-
Joe's cashier today was like, big one's coming, huh?
Legitimately, it is coming, but it could be now in 1,000 years. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like it
yeah,
could be
yeah.
anytime.
Yeah, it's all coming.
Yeah, exactly. Like we're all, it's, whatever. But I have been like, I think we talked about the first time you were on the pod of like, we are all just kind of in like a society pretending like everything's guaranteed sort of thing, right? And sometimes I think it is a healthy exercise to be like, what would you do if like there were no rules, right? Like
Yeah.
how would you maybe protect your loved ones and stuff like that? And yeah, maybe put some fucking dynamite on a fucking...
No, like when I
Like,
left
I
that
like-
guy's place,
Yeah.
I was like,
I should
I
get
didn't
some
think,
dynamite.
No, I thought the opposite. You would think, oh, I need to get as far away from this guy, but I left being like, glad I know this guy.
Yeah, you do
I
want
was
to know
like, yeah, I
one.
was
Yes,
like,
yes, yes.
yeah, like, so I get that feeling. So I
Okay.
was like, yeah.
All right. Let's hear it. Let's go. We're down this rabbit hole. What would you guys do? The earth wind, big old earthquake. What happens right now?
Is that Zeus?
Yeah. Zeus comes down. Taylor Swift orders the psyops to come in and bomb us or whatever, because she's the Antichrist and okay, this is the apocalypse situation. Taylor Swift has zombified all of her Swifties into flesh-eating zombie pop
Ooh,
artists.
that's kind of like a fun.
Yeah.
That's like a Josie and the Pussycats type plot that I like.
Exactly. Oh yeah, yeah. Like with her music,
Yeah,
her next
yeah.
track
Ooh, that's good.
turns the mill onto zombies. We find this out now. Like okay, and we somehow manage to escape. Where do you guys go? What do you do?
I mean, the problem is, I think we're fucked being in such a big city, such a metropolis. Like getting out will be really hard. And I don't think I could survive here. It's going to be too crazy.
Okay.
I'd love. My parents have like a place somewhat in the country in Oregon. Okay. That would be great.
So you try to head up to Oregon.
I just don't know how I could get there in time, especially with my car.
I think there would be little spurts of like, hey, the Taylor Swift concert like turned into rioting the other night. Like that was kind of weird. Anyways, and like more and more start maybe tracking after a month, like every place turns into like a little riot city, and they start quarantining for special things happening. And you're like, your friend down in Texas is calling you. You call your friend over in Texas.
It was funny. I was talking to our mutual friend Chase about this
recently
about what to do during a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah,
and he said going to an oil rig is the best place to go to.
That is my answer, dude.
I'm sorry. No, but that's because he said, I don't know why. Can you explain why? Because I don't know why.
A thing?
So this is what you do.
Yeah.
The world shuts off, right? Okay. So my goal would be to either find the nearest oil refinery and stay there.
Why?
Because you can use the oil refinery. Hopefully you find some people. You use that for electricity to power generators. And if you have generators, you can have protection, you can have lights, you can
start a band.
You can start a band, an apocalyptic
we can shoot
band.
our feature finally.
You can plug in our phones
you can
get some gaffers and
great DPs and lighting. That's the main point.
We're finally making our movie.
But you go and like Texas would be like a great place to be. Honestly, there's a bunch of guns. And and there's a bunch of oil, right? I'm reading this book called The Passage, and it's essentially what happens. Like Texas is like kind of like protective of, like there's a lot of oil for, a small group of thousands of people to have a nice city. I think California could also do that because there's a lot of refinery in like the Newport and, Huntington area.
Yeah, there's oil here. There's a lot of oil here.
There's a lot of oil.
There Will Be Blood takes place in Southern California.
Yeah.
That being said, you have to you're just gonna how to just use the oil.
Well,
like there's a process.
I'm sure there's a book.
Yeah, there. I know. It just seems like a little bit.
No, totally. Yeah.
Cool. The oil's coming out of the ground. I'm still not a petroleum engineer.
Here's the thing. Your friend already said it, right? Your friend knows it. There's multiple people that know this, so I would show up hoping I could get a job there. You know what I'm saying?
Please let me work.
Please let me work.
I think I'm fucked.
Also, I'm a because and this is how I would be like, listen, you guys are serious apocalyptic people. You guys know how to do this. I'm a personality hire. I will make apocalypse fun. We've talked about this on last time. Like, I will be.
No, that's the problem.
Yeah. I will be your jester on the.
I bet you got
rig.
a good personality for that.
Thank you
so much.
Outside of jester, I don't think I have enough hard skills to survive the apocalypse.
Yeah, I just feel like
I've been training for the wrong things.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good at running though.
No, you're very personal. Like I could see you. You could run the radio station at the refinery.
You could run outside and run the radio station.
I am pretty good on foot, so maybe I'll just.
You'd be the runner. Yeah.
I'll start. Yeah, like
you go in
school.
between like running stuff, messages. And stuff.
Yeah, like
that's
a messenger.
Cool zombie movie. Some guy who's like good at running, who like does the errands.
Yeah,
he's so good.
Throwback to Greek mythology days.
Is that a thing in Greek mythology?
Well, that's why the marathon is a marathon, because it was 26.2 miles from Marathon to Athens, and like some messenger had to messenger or warrior had to run there.
Oh, crazy!
To get a message there, and so he
that's what a marathon is.
Yeah, so
I like that. I would watch a movie about you being a runner boy.
Yeah,
some post-apocalyptic.
That sounds like one of those movies that goes straight to Netflix and is really popular for a week.
It's definitely Korean for sure.
And everyone's talking about it for a week.
Except for Alex.
I'm for some reason the one
runner boy. And
therefore it's problematic. So of course, the white guy gets the role of the Korean movie.
Yeah.
Just as the runner boy.
Just as the runner boy. But you have to be like Han's the apocalypse is coming. I run through the zombies.
It's don't fuck the zombies. Just get us our medicine.
Oh no!
Hans, why are you?
Oh no!
Did I just see you take some some uppers? What the hell are you doing?
This is way too horny.
Why are you taking some?
Oh no, the zombies are sexy.
I need to loosen my asshole. Yes, it helps me get loose.
Fuck, the runners on poppers again.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
He
Poppers.
can't run.
Yeah.
No, I'm into that. We got a couple of good movie ideas.
We got
here.
some good movies.
Yeah.
That's called the Postman with Kevin Costner. Was a post-apocalyptic postman that delivers mail.
But he's not good at running, though.
No, you're right.
This is called The Runner Boy.
The runner boy.
Not to be confused with Running Man.
Because they don't speak English that well because they're all Korean.
But for some reason, I end up over.
So
I'm
they
like,
go like
I'm on
they go
vacation.
like the Runner Boy.
You look to me like you want me to okay your bit.
No, I wanted you to do the Asian accent.
Okay, let's act out
Sure,
a
let
scene.
me do it. Yeah, I'll do an Asian accent. I'll do an accent. Yeah, no, I'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
like, he's
Yeah,
the Runner Boy.
You start.
are
You
the
initiate.
Asian.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Hey, I'm here in Seoul, South Korea on a business trip, and
Huh? Yeah. Okay.
and the zombie apocalypse is coming. I have no hard skills, but I can run.
Oh, great. Well, I studied abroad in America, so I have a pretty natural accent. So come on over to our facility. I'm a lab technician, and we're going to need you to run that way. Fuck you, Clem.
Wow. Your
Wow.
accent's so good.
Yeah,
I don't know if this is
good.
going to play well visually in our film. They'll be confused.
Actually, they cast me to play Asian for some reason.
Yeah, they're
'Cause,
like,
Hollywood's fucked up. Yeah.
It is like in real life, you meet, and this is like our brains are wired a certain way where I'll meet someone who does not look at all
Yeah.
like they are from a certain country. And they're like, oh yeah, I grew up in South Korea. And they're just like, they like look American, but they're white. And they're just like, yeah, I'm from South Korea.
Oh, yeah. I was born in a military base.
Yeah,
actually.
totally. And you're like,
I'm
yeah,
technically Korean.
I'm a Korean citizen. Yeah, I'm
I
Korean
never knew
citizen.
that about you, Adam.
Yeah, you meet people like that.
So
and you're
why
like,
don't you speak in your native tongue?
Fuck you. You piece of shit. Okay. All right. Well, we have had a lot of fun so far. This is one I really want to show you guys.
Okay.
Okay, I'm in.
Let me know what y'all think of this.
I've been railed by 350 people so far this year, and it is the 1st of August, and my goal is to hit 600 by the 31st of December. So I've got 250 people to go, which means I need to be railed by 50 people in the month of August.
Okay. Thoughts?
I believe her.
Yeah, you have a similar page.
I was some guys. It's Alex Crawford. Yeah.
This guy's great at accents.
Oh, fuck that. 200.
Imagine a guy doing this. Yeah. Hello, mate. It's me. It's
Hey,
me.
Adam, here's the scene. You're a guy who has your own TikTok page.
Hello then. It's me.
Oi.
It's me. Adam Macias. Another shrimp on the barbie. Then, speaking of Barbie, I need a Barbie I need 600 Barbies to fuck me for a little TikTok challenge I'm doing. So far, I'm aiming to get to rail about 60 Barbies this year.
I'm a Sean Connery's cousin.
And so far, I'm down to 0.
That's the thing. The guy's like, I haven't fucked anyone.
For some reason, these beds don't want to rail me for some reason. So any women out there that want to rail me, go ahead, DM me or call me. It's right down.
I know
the
you
number
could
here.
call.
I'm going to start doing that on my page. Like,
Yeah.
what's up, guys? Just checking in. Haven't boned anyone yet this year, but the goal is 600 by the end of the year. DMs are wide open.
Yo, what's up, dude? My name's Adam. I'm looking to fuck this year. I'm looking for 1,000 people to fuck. Also, I am married, so that is an issue, bro. Clem, go ahead.
Am I playing a guy who's gonna get fucked?
No, what's your thoughts?
He's gonna get,
Oh,
I'm looking to take 600 dicks.
looking to get fucked.
I'll give them. I'll take them.
I feel like
I
that's
just want to
really
be in the room with them.
yeah. Clem, I think you could do it.
I
think
could get-
I think you get railed 600 times.
Yeah, I bet I could get that.
2 of them right here.
I mean, lots of times I don't think things in my life are achievable, but that seems pretty achievable.
You can do anything you put your mind to, I think.
Yeah, I think if I did a TikTok page and I was like, I need 600 people to fuck me,
But there might not be the 600 that you want.
but maybe one
I think
of
it's
them will
about
be.
it's not about quantity, it's about quantity, not quality.
Yeah,
So what
yeah.
is her goal? Like,
Okay, her goal, let's go to the story here.
600 dicks.
So,
I
to
think.
write a song.
a woman who vowed to sleep with 600 people this year gives up an update. She wanted to sleep. She's a OF star who's vowed to sleep with 600. Yeah, it's for content.
Oh, yeah, and she's making bank.
So she
Provide-
records it and then sells it.
I don't know if that's it.
I think it's just part of her promotion. I mean, typically, for me, it costs money to sleep with people.
Because there was like a What do you mean?
Like, you gotta
like
oh,
like
no, not like
money on a dresser sort of situation, or
like no, not like escorts.
Yes.
but more, it's
You
like,
just, like-
I gotta go out, I gotta like go on dates, buy drinks.
Yeah,
but
but
she's
get
using
a haircut.
this.
Yeah.
I gotta get a haircut.
yeah, it's
But,
all
like,
business expense.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
it would make more sense though if she's an OnlyFans model. Like there was this
Yeah.
person I just saw on Instagram earlier today who's like, my dad died and I have like over 1,000 of his records, and every day I'm gonna like listen to one of his records and like make a
My
video
dad
about it.
died, and he's got over 1,000 people in his address book, and I'm
Yeah,
gonna fuck all of
every
them.
single one of them.
I'm gonna fuck all of
No,
them.
but then you see their
all right,
progress.
Grandma, let's go.
Yeah,
You're saying,
that's
like,
like every porn ever made right now.
Yeah, you get to see their progress. Yeah,
Like the progress, like I would, because you get to see, like, imagine if you saw her have sex with 300 people.
imagine.
Imagine.
I'm a subscriber.
Yeah.
No, okay. Annie Knight is her name. She's 26 and is ranked in thousands.
Do you think
of
that's her real
dollars.
name? Because that sort of sounds like any night, like
Oh.
like
any night I'll be there for you.
That's pretty
right?
good,
Yeah,
actually.
That's
a
pretty good. I did
porn
not
name,
think, or she just could have been blessed with it. Who knows? She's rented thousands of dollars in her content uploaded to adult site after she boasted of sleeping with more than 300 people in 1 year. The Australian model previously said that she's going to use her huge earnings to go into real estate before retiring from the adult industry. I mean, I appreciate her trying to find an external career, and I feel like, I feel like real estate agents, they're like, that's like the job everybody gets when they fail out of everything else, like
yeah.
there's so many real estate agents that are actors. You know what I'm saying? Like
oh yeah.
all of my actor friends, a lot of them have turned into real estate agents.
Oh yeah.
No, for sure. Like when I lived in Austin, all the bands, all the people who were in bands, like they all became. It would be like some
the
white
housing
guy.
market is great in Austin.
Yeah,
for
but
sure.
no, but it was silly because you'd meet this dude. And he'd be like 37-year-old guy named like Bones with like a white guy with like dreadlocks. So he'd be like, yeah, I'm starting in real estate. And you're just like, come on.
Yeah, because
man.
they're all like, it's
Yeah.
just like it's such a stupid certificate. It's like, it's a Ponzi scheme for sure.
Yeah, no, I people are always like, bro, you should make a little, like people I know that are doing real estate.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You should make a little extra money. Come on. Why don't you come do some real estate with me?
Yeah, come over to Caldwell Bankers,
Yeah,
dude.
like,
I know
I
you're
don't-
like focusing on your dream right now, but that's not going to work
I'm
out.
like, yeah, then I'm just going to be doing real estate.
Yeah.
And I don't want to.
It's so crazy. Okay, so she's vowed to sleep with 600 people this year. While she's had some difficulties hitting her target, it seems she isn't ready to throw in the towel just yet. I mean, it is September, folks, so she's still got plenty of time.
So,
After finding the X-rated mission exhausting, Annie sits around only 200 people short of her goal. That means she's at 400 so far. Let's go back to that video.
I've been railed by 350 people so far this year, and it is the 1st of August.
So she's like almost halfway there.
well, and it
At least
said
in
in
this
that
one.
article too that she has sex with like 5 people a day sometimes.
Yes, yeah. So here, let's expand that.
Well, it's
a little bit.
totally in her field. Like
Yeah.
I have other things to do. So having sex with 5 different people in a day is going to be really hard to budget and find time for.
Yeah.
That's
saying
the only reason why.
You're
I
saying
can't.
anybody could do this if they had the schedule to do it.
Yeah.
Honestly, 5 people a day, that actually does sound like a scheduling nightmare.
Oh,
know?
totally.
Because it's like, I don't know about you, but my personality changes per person. And, I just end up, what if she's not, like, maybe she's an introvert, like she's
Yeah, 5
just
in a day.
exhausted at the end of the day. Does she take weekends off? Like, is Sunday no sex, or is it hotter on Sunday,
I'm not even thinking about the physical performance aspect, but really the scheduling is what gets me.
Yeah.
The logistics.
Yeah, like in order, you have to like set up a Google Cal in order to get with this gal.
And then like you got a nice rhyme there. Sorry. Make sure we acknowledge that.
Maybe she makes like a slotted.
For her slot.
Yeah, for her
It's
slot.
a slutted.
Yeah, slotted. So it's like the guys see.
Get to
So if
sign
somebody
up.
like
Yeah.
drops out, you're like, oh, 10 to 12 p.m.
Oh, that just opened up.
That just opened up. You
Yeah,
know,
'cause
like
Well, funny enough, she's revealed, I've just created an application form online and posted on my Instagram story for people to apply.
Oh, wow.
Smart. I don't know why I haven't done this sooner. So she was doing just like, she was booking, it was like booking a podcast before. Like, hey, come on over,
now
Like,
she's like her own dating app.
yeah.
She's like, it's like, hey, you want to do this?
Yeah, any night
just
with
like,
any
yeah.
night,
She just looks through, and everybody who wants it has sent her of. She knows they want her.
She's earned almost 2 million Australian dollars which is 5 shrimps. That's what that comes out to be. You're single, yeah?
You telling me I should apply?
I think you should apply.
I could apply.
Yeah.
I just feel like she's got to be sifting through so many applications.
Well, you're clearly good at sifting through, standing out in front of DMs.
Yes.
Because of
true.
the story that you had last time.
Yes.
Would you like to catch people up and then maybe we'll wrap up with this story?
Yeah, Clem, last time I was on the pod, I told the story of how during COVID 2020, uncertain times, crazy times.
Yeah.
I slid into the DMs of an adult content creator and actually went and had, I guess what you'd call a bit of a tryst out in Palm Springs with her.
Yeah.
What did I tell the whole story on the pod?
You told us mostly about how you got in there, how it ended up being a little crazy.
Yeah, or how I was also really worried because, like a lot of adult content creators, she also works as an escort.
Yes.
And so I was just like, oh, am I just hiring her? Like, am I just paying for these services and I'm going to be like big in the hole and owe someone money and then potentially like owe some bad people lots of money?
Yes.
Like, is that what I'm getting into?
Uh-huh.
So I was pretty on edge the beginning of our hangout.
Yes.
But
and then so it turns out it was just she was off that day.
yes,
is
she was
what you
off.
said.
That's what she literally, I was at one point, like we were making out, we'd been drinking, we're going back to the room. I'm like, okay, I need to clear this up because like there's like a real baseline anxiety.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's just I think I brought it up, like I was like, just curious, like what's your rate? I probably, hopefully smoother than that.
You said, "What's your rate?"
I think like I think the conversation had gone there or something, and she was like $800 an hour, and I was just like, oh my god, like,
Dang.
It's COVID. I'm unemployed. The stimulus check hasn't come yet.
I need that stimmy.
I need that stimulus check now.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, $800 an hour. She's like, oh, don't worry, baby. It's my day off. And I was like, oh, okay. And then the anxiety went away.
Nice.
And it was all good.
And you guys hooked up.
And we did hook up.
And
yes.
the night was completely without event after that, correct?
No.
Oh, see, that's the part where you didn't. We left it hanging there.
Okay. This story, I could go into a lot of detail, but I'll hit the main talking points.
Okay.
We had
Clem, buckle up.
We had a bit of a night. In the morning, she was like, "Oh, by the way, can you give me a ride back to LA?" And I was like, "Sure, let's keep the party going." All right. And I'm in my old station wagon, which is still to this day, and back then, always on the verge of breaking down. And I'm like, this car better fucking make it back to LA. And we drive back to LA. We go to her apartment. We get there. She's like, come up for a little bit. I'm like, okay. I'm just along for the ride. And we go in, and a bed has arrived, like in a box. A bed has arrived.
Like a Casper mattress or something?
Like a new bed frame.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And she was like, oh, my new bed's here. And then she was like, if you help me build it, we can fuck on it. And
did she say it exactly that way, or we could break it in or something?
Yeah, I think
like
something like you build me this bed and you don't have to go home, kind of a thing.
Nice.
And I was like, I have never like dialed in. I'm not really like a handyman. I'm not really like a
You're in the bathroom like Googling how to make bed, how to set bed.
Dude, it was not like IKEA furniture. It was a bit of work. I had to use a drill. I had to drill holes for screws in wood.
Hey, you're drilling holes in woods in order to drill her.
I'm
yeah.
dripping sweat. I'm like so stressed.
You're like, I hope I get to drill. I'm just practicing for later today.
And she's like, how's it going? I'm like, it's good. It's good. It's like really intense.
Well, she didn't
it's
help
like
you
a
at all.
She didn't
two-person
help.
job.
Yeah, I was just in there, like on the floor, screws strewn about, hardware in my hand, dripping sweat.
You screwed yourself.
I did build the bed. She was being cool. She was like,
was it good? Did it seem sturdy and shit?
It was a nice bed. That thing's like a really nice bed. It seemed sturdy. We built it.
You tested it out.
And then and then the rest is history. She Postmates us like really good food, like sugarfish sushi.
Wow.
These nice like matcha lattes.
Have you seen her since?
I have seen her since. Not like with any frequency, but we did meet up last time she was in LA and just hung out. Actually, it was just like a chill hang.
Nice,
adorable.
That's cool. Look at you.
I don't like to kiss and tell, but I feel like this story.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you brought It's convenient for this story because you could slide into her DMs.
I guess what you're saying is
yes,
you
have experience. Yeah. Yeah, you have experience. You could definitely do it. You can help Annie Knight reach her goal, ladies and gentlemen. Just back to wrapping up Annie Knight.
To hit 600 by the 31st of December. So I've got 250 people to go, which means I need to be railed by 50 people in the month of
The
August.
idea of saying railed is such a funny thing to me.
Why is she saying it's so like
I get TikTok doesn't shadow banner. I think
But
I need to get railed.
But railed like is like a horny word.
It's
you know what I mean. Like it's like a
aggressive.
good. It's like a Hemingway-esque.
Who's
you know,
have you
way to
ever
say-
said like I railed her? Like has any like is that how? I don't know. Like
I don't really say it. I don't say like railed too often.
yeah.
No, I feel like
we
I f-
railed.
Yeah.
Bro.
It feels.
No, I feel like I've heard.
It's very aggressive.
I've heard like.
Frat
I've had like
boys.
disappointed women say, "Oh, I just want to be railed." Why can't? No, I'm joking.
it's
Rail me, Clem.
Yeah, and I'm like, not gonna happen.
There's certain words that are like just.
I'll piss on you though.
Yeah, I'll be like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's easier.
Oh, I guess you brought up on this pod that you've peed on someone, and I admit that I have slid into.
Wow, you're still trying to justify your story?
I just felt like that was vulnerable, and I'm like,
You're great, man. That was great. You're
You
sharing
just
stuff.
like out loud trying to justify the story.
yeah.
Trying to tie it together. You're like,
We're all-
that's why I
We're
told
all
that story.
divulging stuff here. you know?
yeah, no, railed. I have a friend that always says plowed, and I hate it. I'm like, dude,
Oh.
please stop saying.
Like,
Bro,
what-
you
give me an
plowed,
example
bro.
of like what he
He'd
says.
be like, or like I was on a date, and then I see this friend, and he's like, "Did
All
you
right.
plow?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
Did you
no.
plow? Like he asks you
He
that.
like asks if I plowed her, and I really don't like it.
Okay, so well, that's fucking disgusting. That's an insane thing. But I feel this woman, she definitely needs help. Maybe
Which is a lot. It's more than one a day, almost two a day. But I think what I'm going to do is some days I'll have 3, sometimes I might even have 4, and then like that way I get a couple days off here and there. Because trust me,
you got to have self-love in between making love.
yeah, I need it. I get really tired if I don't have a day off. So that's the plan. I think I can do it. I've got 2
Imagine treating sex as like work to me. Like it is work, you know, like for anybody that says sex work isn't work, like this woman is literally grinding it out.
That's
bro.
labor.
She's literally
That's
like
labor.
she's putting in the work. She's breaking her back while trying to get her back broke. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and she's talking. It's like a figure skater. She's talking so casually about it. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
somebody who's like, "Yeah, I do this, and this." Then when you like try to do the fucking
Yes.
flips
Yeah,
and shit,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
like, "That's a fucking impossible. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna be able to do
What,
that."
2
Yeah.
times a day? What?
Yeah.
Are you
guys-
crazy?
You guys
I'm
ever
like-
had that
yeah.
where like I guess either you're married,
Yeah.
you're dating someone, but like I think we've all had some fun. Someone like booty calls you or something, and you go, and then you're like, oh man, this is just work. Like I don't know. There's been times where I'm just like, I really wish I wasn't here, but I'm here, so I'm gonna finish this task.
Do you finish it? Because I do a bad job. Like I'm like there, like because there's people like you who are probably good at like doing the deed, getting into it.
Clem, are
doing the
you
sex.
saying that you're not good at sex right now?
I feel like I am good. It's like how I perform in anything. Like I've got good shows and bad shows. And the bad shows go really bad. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not like a consistent, the bad shows are like, whoa, I should reanalyze like everything in my life right now.
So you're saying
Yeah,
like
like,
you
yeah.
think my baseline is higher?
I've had other moments though, like you said, where you're like, where they're like, ooh, this is great,
Like
I've
fucking nailed it. After
I've
that.
actually had exes say
yeah.
like, I miss, your dick.
Yeah. Let's go. We cut to a press conference, like a NBA press conference of Clem after his performance with a woman. Clem Darling. Some of your partners out there are saying they're feeling a little unfulfilled. But would you care to comment? Any thoughts on how?
Yeah,
you...
sometimes it's like, when you're just too sweaty and you're like, I can't do this anymore. Like, it's just like, and they're like, no, keep going. And I'm
Yeah.
like, like
Alex, you're the assistant coach. Do you have any thoughts on how your
Listen,
player's performance? Yeah.
Listen, if Clem Darling wants to walk out of the room because he doesn't feel like he wants to finish, then he can walk out of the room, okay? Not you, not her, not any of the goddamn press gets to tell Clem Darling when he can come or not come, all right?
Meanwhile, you're the guy who finishes.
Yeah, so and then we could now go to Alex Crawford's press conference. Alex, wonderful job out there. Everybody's satisfied. All of them. Any advice to the young people out there who maybe want to grow up to be like you one day?
if you're gonna show up in the room, you're gonna finish the job.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh-huh.
I don't always want to be there,
Yeah.
but when I'm there, I'm there.
Now we noticed there was you did a little dance right before coming at the very last second. Is it true you did that for the Make-A-Wish patient you saw earlier this weekend that you told that he requested that for just to do a dance?
Are you talking about the Make-A-Wish patient I fucked or the other one? And I can't remember if I fucked the one I was supposed to. Or if it was the, oh my God. I can't.
Listen, as the assistant coach to this man, he does not need to be questioned anymore about which.
What do you do? I don't wait. He's doing all the work here. Are you helping? Are you?
Even Allen Iverson had coaches, all right?
Yeah.
I kind of consider myself like the Allen Iverson.
Yeah,
of
you
sex.
don't practice.
I don't practice, but I'll ball out. But I might not. I won't win.
You'll triple out. You'll triple double.
I'll triple double, but my teammates are always like, kind of wish he passed it more. But I will. It's a lot of heart.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of heart.
Yeah, a lot of heart. Both of you have a lot of heart.
And Clem is
thanks.
like, I'm trying to think. Clem is like Joel Embiid or something.
Oh God!
Trust the process.
Yeah.
He's purposely tanking
He'll have
it.
like 32 and 17. We'll have a game with like 5 points, 0 for 13.
But he's just like, trust the
called
process.
the ref a name and
then got ejected on purpose.
No, like, I think he should quit.
And then everyone's like, can you build a championship team around Clem Darling?
You're like,
And some people are
Jury's
big
still out
advocates
there.
and others are like,
we got back to the press conference with Clem Darling. Hey, why did you punch that guy? What was that about?
which guy?
yeah.
What's that?
The Joel Bleed answer would be like,
I don't know.
Yeah. You got to trust the process.
Yeah.
I should
Trust the
also,
process.
everyone listening to this pod, if they're still listening at this point, so like a huge Philadelphia 76ers fan.
yeah, like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Only referencing Sixers players.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot. Yeah, that's
I don't
true.
know. I'm not.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do
Oh,
love
Allen Iverson. Yeah, you're
The
right.
Sixers.
That's so
And
funny.
then he was
yeah.
Only Sixers players.
He was at the
Yeah, none of
Raptors.
us are from
Yeah.
Philadelphia.
Yeah. Okay, so that was amazing, guys. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna cut a wild card out, but we are gonna finish the show with a little game that I like to call the Wild Wheel. Wow, wild. Okay, so these are mini segments chosen by one of you who will spin this wheel, and the segments are Wild Thing, Wild Flowers, Wild Guess, Wild Opinions. And you spin, and I will tell you how to do that segment. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys can either spin together by holding
Let's spin-
hands.
Yeah, let's spin together.
Okay.
What was the other option?
How can we spin it if we're holding hands?
Yeah.
Or just one of you does it.
I think we should hold hands while one of us.
Okay,
spins.
so same hand has to. So both of you have to hold. Yeah, there you go. We'll get it in the
This feels
wide.
very Make-A-Wish.
And this is also, by the way, this is a little thick. So
Right,
give
spin
it a good
Move
one.
my hand.
Okay, wild.
Okay, there we go.
Wild guess. Wild
Okay,
guess.
okay,
All
okay,
right.
okay.
This is wild guess, otherwise known as the improv game Mind Meld.
Oh,
Oh.
So we pick.
this one's fun.
Everybody pick a word.
How do you do? You can do that 3 ways.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You can do it up to 6 people, baby. I've done it with 10. Not to brag. I've had
Yeah,
my
but you
wild
guys are
days.
you guys are like real improv pros.
Yeah.
I've been out here
I
fucking
still
too
kind
much.
of forget this game.
Okay,
though.
so what we do
Yeah.
is everybody pick a word in your head.
Yeah.
We're gonna count to 3. We're gonna say 3, 2, 1. We say that word,
Yeah.
and the goal is for all of us to say the same word.
Okay.
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 All right. Everybody have a word.
Yeah.
Okay. I will say. Okay. Here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
3. Okay, you count with me.
Oh,
3, 2, 1.
America.
I said rail. You said guitar.
Yeah.
Said America.
America, rail, guitar.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I will say. Okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Train.
Amtrak.
Oh, train and Amtrak.
Okay, that's really close.
Fuck.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Train, Amtrak. That's we're
We're like so close.
Now
I'm
we
like,
were so close. Now we're gonna go
I'm
far
like,
I
away.
know it's like there's so many options.
I'm like, what other words are there?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go. Okay.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Conductor. Caboose.
Station.
Station.
Conductor.
Conductor. Okay. All right.
Okay. I got it.
Okay.
Guys, trust me on this
Okay.
one, all right?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Trust you.
Okay.
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 3, 2, 1. Railroad.
Locomotive.
Well, I said railroad.
Locomotive.
I said ticket.
It's like dancing around the train.
We're like Joe Biden in the trade, loving the trade.
Ticket, locomotive, railroad. What else can we say? And there's no repeats.
I know.
That's part of it. Okay.
Okay, I got
it. Yeah. I think I got the same one.
Oh, I think we fucking got this.
My
Oh,
mind is
wait.
melting.
Railroad, ticket, and
Caboose.
caboose.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I think
Okay.
I think
Okay.
I think we're gonna do it.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Travel.
Passenger.
I said
Travel.
travel.
Track.
Passenger. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. There's okay.
Okay.
You guys ready? You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Train.
Tourist.
What?
I said plane.
Plane. Tourist. Trip. All right. We
We're
got
like-
this.
Plane,
No,
tourist,
this is
trip.
so easy. Plane. Tourist.
Okay,
Trip.
trip.
Here we go.
Yeah, we got
Here
this,
we go. Here we
guys,
go.
right?
This is so
Yeah,
easy.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Abroad.
Vacation. You.
Airport.
I said abroad.
I said
Airport.
vacation. Airport.
Wow. I really was like, we know this
I thought we
one.
got this one.
You said abroad?
abroad.
That is not
Tourist.
the. No, it's
Yeah.
like so specific.
Okay. Abroad. Vacation.
Airport.
Airport.
Oh, dude.
Abroad vacation airport.
Abroad vacation airport.
Okay.
Fuck.
I
got a good one.
I'm worried.
I think.
I got a good one.
Yeah. There's.
No, what I
Okay.
say will make it a billion times better.
Okay.
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 I guarantee it.
Okay.
You said abroad.
Yeah.
You s-
Airport.
Airport. I said vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I got it.
3, 2, 1. Europe.
Suitcase.
I
I
said
said Paris.
Europe. Suitcase.
Okay.
Paris.
I was a little off on that.
Europe. Suitcase.
Okay.
Paris.
Okay.
Europe.
Okay.
Paris.
Guys,
Europe,
come on.
Suitcase.
Come on.
Okay.
We know this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Paris.
Okay.
Europe. Suitcase.
Okay.
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 Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Eiffel Tower!
Yes! Fucking Eiffel Tower!
And it was kind of sexual too.
Yes!
It kind of like came really full circle.
Hell yes!
All right.
And so we're gonna
So
Eiffel.
gratifying.
So you guys just agreed to Eiffel Tower any night. So
Let's go.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for
Thank
Eiffel
you.
Towering this show and me as the host. Thank you so much for coming on the show. The Clem Darling, Alex Crawford, Sunday Night Salad. Where can people find you, Clem?
We're doing a show, actually, or like a film festival.
We're doing a hat.
We're doing a hat.
3, 2, 1, hat.
Yeah.
We're doing a film festival.
A film festival on October 6th.
Sunday, October 6th
yeah.
at the Clubhouse.
Okay.
Pull up. It's going to be fun. We're premiering.
And you're
sketch.
allowed back at the clubhouse. Interesting.
We're thinking because it's a film festival, it'll be less rowdy. We're thinking we have ways.
Well,
All right, so
yeah,
October
that's
6th, what time is it? 10 o'clock?
10 p.m. Yeah.
10 p.m.
Yeah.
And you're going to be doing that amazing stuff. What type of stuff are we going to see there?
We're premiering a new sketch that is really. I'm saying this because we didn't shoot it. It's amazingly shot. It looks
Really
beautiful.
well
And
shot,
maybe
yeah.
there might be a character from today in this sketch.
That's actually for another show.
Oh, that's
we're
for
doing.
another
one.
show. But
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
But Clem and I are in it, and then we're also premiering our friend Cameron Hayes's short film that he's been waiting to
Human
premiere for a
Tongue,
while.
long time.
Oh,
It's a
awesome.
good short.
And that one's good. And
Hell
then
yeah.
we're going to screen our other short, Save Walter. And then if you don't want to see any of the Sunday Night Salad stuff, we're going to have some guest shorts as well. So
wonderful.
we'll have a few guest shorts and a few of ours.
Well, please go check that out at Sunday Night Salad on
Sunday Night
Instagram,
Salad.
and then also in the link in the description. You can follow me at Adam R. Mac, but make sure you follow That Was Wild Pod. It's where all the wild shit is happening right now. And leave a 5-star review if you want to get extra wild, because I'll read that shit on the air. I couldn't think of the word. I was gonna say on the air, and we'll make it extra fun. So please go do that. Guys, we're about to come to the end of the show. We're going to end it like we always do. We're going to look down the barrel of that camera. And on the count of 3, we're going to say, "That was wild." You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1. That was wild.
It's time to get wild.